Quick question. Would you trade places with Warren Buffett? He's worth about $150 billion, but he's also 95 years old. If you wouldn't make that trade, and my guess is that you wouldn't, then you already get a fundamental truth. You have a currency that's way more valuable than money. Today, we're going to explore the 5 real currencies that define a rich life. I'll show you how to build true abundance that goes far beyond a bank account, and by the end, you're gonna have a completely new way to keep score. Hi, I'm Emily, your big sister in finance and founder of Soro, where we make personal finance clear, relatable, and actually useful for all of us figuring out life and money together. If this is something you're into, then hit the follow button and keep watching. Let's be clear, money is important. It's a powerful tool. It puts a roof over your head, food on the table, and gives you a baseline of security. In our world, a lack of money is a massive source of stress. The goal isn't to dismiss money, but to put it in its proper place. Money is a tool for freedom, security, and options. It's the means to an end, but not the end itself. The problem starts when we make it the only goal. We get stuck on this treadmill where the finish line for enough just keeps moving. This is the modern trap, where you can be rich but not wealthy. You can have a high income, all the stuff you've ever wanted, and still feel empty, exhausted, and disconnected. You have the money, but you've traded everything else to get it. It's because financial wealth is just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. It's the currency that buys you things, but it can't buy back the other currencies that we're about to talk about. And without them, money loses almost all its value. So imagine you hit all your financial goals. You have millions, maybe even billions, but you're too sick to get out of bed. You don't have the energy to play with your kids, travel, or even enjoy a simple walk. How much is all that money worth now? This is our second currency, physical wealth. Your health, your vitality, your energy. It's the foundation of everything. Without your health, nothing else matters. Money becomes useless, free time becomes a burden, and your relationships get strained. Ask anyone who survived a serious illness or injury. They'll tell you they'd trade every dollar they have just to get their health back. Physical wealth isn't just about not being sick, it's also about having vitality. It's waking up feeling energized, ready to attack the day. It's about having the strength to engage fully with your life. There's 3 big pillars: movement, nutrition, recovery. It's about consistent exercise, eating whole foods, and making sleep a priority. Investing in your physical wealth pays dividends in every other aspect of your life. It gives you the confidence to chase your goals and the energy to enjoy the results. So Jim Rohn once said, time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. That simple, profound idea is the core of our third currency, time wealth. Time is our most precious, finite resource. It's the one thing that once you spend it, you can never get back. Everyone on this planet, rich or poor, gets the same 24 hours in a day. Time wealth isn't just about having free time, it's about having autonomy, the freedom to choose how you spend your days, who you spend them with, and what you do. So many people fall into the trap of trading all their time for money, especially when they're young. They grind through the 80-hour work weeks thinking they can just buy back that time later. But time doesn't work that way. You can't save it and you can't reclaim it. The moments you miss with your family, the experiences you put off, the passions you ignore, those are gone. Studies show that people who prioritize time over money report being happier and more satisfied with their lives. They feel more fulfilled because they're living with intention. So building time wealth means being aware that it's finite, paying attention to what matters, and taking control of how you spend it. It's about consciously making sure you're not just living to work, but working to live. You can have all the money in the world and all the time in the world, but if you have no one to share it with, what's the point? This brings us to our fourth and maybe most important currency, social wealth. This is all about the quality and depth of your relationships with family, friends, and your community. For 85 years, the Harvard Study of Adult Development, one of the longest running studies on human life ever, has tracked people to find out what makes a good life. The answer is crystal clear. The single biggest predictor of long-term health and happiness is not money, fame, or career success. It's the quality of our relationships. People with strong, supportive connections are happier, healthier, and live longer than people who are isolated. The study's director, Dr. Robert Waldinger, says that tending to your relationships is a form of self-care. These connections protect our bodies and our minds. When you know someone has your back, your body stays more relaxed, which reduces chronic stress and inflammation. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to mistake a lot of followers for real social wealth. But this isn't about quantity, it's about quality. It's about having people you can be vulnerable with, people you can count on, and people who will cheer for you. Building social wealth takes real effort. You have to make time for the people who matter and be present for them. Because in the end, a rich life is a shared life. You have to give to get back. Okay, so we have financial, physical, social, and time wealth. But what ties it all together? The final currency, which is the real ultimate goal of the others, is freedom. And a huge part of that comes from our fifth currency, mental wealth. Mental wealth is your inner world. It's your peace of mind, your sense of purpose, your curiosity, your resilience. It's the ability to handle life's curveballs with a clear head and with an open heart. A life without purpose is a life without direction. A mind filled with anxiety and negativity can make even the richest people feel completely broken. The purpose of wealth is freedom. It's not just about having millions in the bank, it's about having options. The freedom to do work that feels meaningful. The freedom to spend your time with people who lift you up. The freedom to live how and where you want without being held back by financial fears or physical limitations. The best way to think about this is like a set of dimmer switches. You can't just turn one off while you focus on the other. Life has seasons. Sometimes your career and financial wealth might be turned all the way up. Other times, family and social wealth take priority. The key is to never let one switch go completely dark. True freedom, true wealth is found in the balance. It's about consciously adjusting these dimmers to create a life that uniquely, authentically, and richly yours. So, what does it mean to be wealthy? It's so much more than money. True wealth is a rich tapestry woven from the 5 currencies: financial wealth to provide, physical wealth to enjoy it, time wealth to live on your own terms, social wealth to share it, and mental wealth to find peace and purpose in it all. The journey to a richer life starts by rejecting the world's narrow definition of success and creating your own. It begins with a simple audit. How are you doing in each of these 5 areas? Where are your dimmer switches set right now? This isn't about finding a perfect static balance, but about a lifelong process of awareness and adjustment. It's about building a life portfolio that's diversified across all the things that actually matter. So what you do is up to you. Start small. Pick one area to focus on this week. Take a walk to build physical health. Call an old friend to invest in your social wealth. Take 1 hour to yourself to cultivate time and mental wealth. Every small investment will compound, leading you to a life of genuine freedom and fulfillment. If this idea resonates with you, I want to hear it. Comment below, which type of wealth are you focusing on right now? Your journey might just inspire someone else. And if you know someone building their own rich life, share this video with them. Let's change the conversation around what it really means to be wealthy. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more content to help you build a life of purpose, freedom, and richness.